after Southpaw and Shady 15, my main concern with the new album was whether he was actually good musically anymore. And the fact that Revival sucked really made me concerned. But yeah, he definitely was slipping musically because he became so focused on just rapping well that he forgot to be an artist. And he's brought that back now with this album.
He's
maybe Kamikaze to some
he's
extent.
still making strides to that point, I think.
I know he still said, like, in a recent interview that he wishes he wants to know how to, like, recapture the Marshall Mathers LP. Slightly ashamed to see him say that, but at least he's not running with it in the direction of Marshall Mathers LP 2. I know maybe you'll disagree with me, Josh, but I just think from a direction perspective, that was a wrong move to take. Like, it felt exciting at the time, like, as a, shall I say, stan. It was so exciting and cool. Like, oh yeah,
interesting though, because
he's listening to fans, but even Kamikaze in this, it just shows better direction. Like, he's not trying to recreate his old self.
What confuses me though is even with the Marshall Mathers LP2, which was designed as to just, call back to those, even then he was really experimenting. Like he never did songs like So Far, Berserk, Rhyme or Reason, Headlights to some extent, Groundhog Day. He's never done songs like those before. So even then he was experimenting. So I really get this impression that he wants to expand out and try new things, but then he always feels like he needs to have some songs in there like Old Slim just so he doesn't lose those old fans. I think the backlash to Relapse is what in the back of his mind is part of that,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, overall, it's a really solid effort from one of our favorite artists in 2020.
This might be my favorite Eminem album since the Eminem Show.
Wow.
I might agree with that musically. Relapse is really good though in that sense, but I might agree musically. But again, like the thing that stops it from fully reaching that higher level for me is, it doesn't feel important, because of that lack of a cohesive theme tying everything together and the lack of tracks in here that fully have some sort of punch. I feel that thing just stops it fully reaching that level for me. Like one of the reasons why I love the Marshall Mathers LP2 was because while it was a little sketchy musically in parts, it really felt like a weighty album. And it felt like an important album, and Music to Be Murdered By doesn't. So that's the main issue I have with this album, that just quite stops it from reaching that level. But musically, I'd actually might agree with you.
That's fair, yeah.
Definitely.
Are you, John?
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, I think it's my favorite album since Relapse. I'd say that.